Kamal Haasan is refusing to listen to anyone, including the Karnataka High Court, and relent to douse the controversy around his Kannada born out of Tamil remarks. The consequence? Huge financial losses in store for him and his film Thug Life. It will not be released in Karnataka for now. The actor refused to apologize and douse the controversy over his comments on Kannada, even after some sharp observations by the Karnataka High Court. The court, which heard his petition seeking release of his film in Karnataka, observed that you can't unscramble scrambled eggs. It even asked the star if he was a historian or a linguist to make that observation. Observing that his statement had caused disharmony and unrest, it gave the star time to consider a way out. However, the actor, who issued a statement saying that it pained him that his comments are being misinterpreted, refused to apologize for it. He told the court that he won't release the film in Karnataka and is seeking no protection from the government. The court even observed that it's the star's ego that was speaking, but he refused to relent. The matter has been adjourned to a later date, during which time the producers could speak to the film chamber and try and work things out. But anyone in Karnataka will tell you that without an apology and an addressing of the issue, it may be very difficult to release the film. Joining me now is Congress MLA and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's legal advisor, AS Ponnanna. Sir, you're an expert on constitutional issues yourself. On the one hand, Kamal's comments have triggered emotional and strong reactions. On the other, the argument being made, and it's a strong one, is that Kamal Haasan's fundamental right to screen his movie is being violated and he is being threatened and forced to apologize or face a ban in Karnataka.
No, I don't see how this perception has arisen that he is under some threat. See, some statements which he has made has hurt the sentiments of the Kannadigas. And personally, I feel that it was totally unnecessary and uncalled for. However, sentiments are sentiments, as we all know. And at times, things said do hurt sentiments of a large group of people. And in this case, the Kannadigas, and they rightfully are hurt by what Kamal Haasan has said. Now, Kamal Haasan is an actor. Kamal Haasan is a performer. Kamal Haasan is an artist. We have a lot of respect and love for him. So he should have known better than to say these kind of things, because he's catering to a pan-India audience. Now, under these circumstances, sentiments are hurt, rightfully so. So he owes an apology to the Kannadigas. So far as his constitutional fundamental right is concerned, the state is obliged and obligated under the constitution to protect it. No one officially has said anything about violating or impinging upon his fundamental right. So therefore, this is a perception perhaps founded without any basis, or unfounded, if we can say so.
The important point that you make there, I ask you now this as a politician, not as a lawyer. Is there any way out for Kamal Haasan to release his movie in Karnataka if he doesn't apologize?
Now, tell me one thing. Why would he go to court? You go to court when there is a cause, when there is what we term in legal terminology, cause of action. What is the cause of action that has driven Kamal Haasan or the producers of the movie to go to court? Statements made by organizations who are trying to protect the Kannada sentiments, Kannadiga sentiments. That is not the stand of the state. Why? What prompted him? Now that he is in court, we are also represented in court by the council appearing for the state of Karnataka. Now the court says that, look, you have come before court asking us to exercise what is a discretionary power exercised under 226, 227 of the Constitution of India. You want us to do that, then you please understand that you have hurt people's sentiments. Just to withdraw back. You know, the discretion is the better part of valor.
So, you know, as you say that, as a senior advocate and as the Chief Minister's legal advisor, what would be your advice to Kamal Haasan today?
I would firstly advise him as a politician, as a servant of the people, as a public servant, that please apologize. Kannadigas have been with you when you were in trouble. He must understand that. that he's had difficult times in Tamil Nadu. Kannadigas, people of Karnataka have stood by him. We have stood by all artists breaking across language barriers, boundaries, and we will stand by Kamal Haasan as far as an artist is concerned, as far as an actor is concerned. But whatever he has said has hurt the sentiments of the people of Karnataka. Kindly withdraw what you have said, kindly apologize, and let people decide whether it is a good movie or not.
Thanks very much there, Mr. Ponnanna. Articulate as always and to the point with those answers. Those comments by the Chief Minister's legal advisor is the widely heard position in Karnataka across party lines. Joining me this evening, Lata Srinivasan, journalist who's covered Kamal Haasan very closely, and my colleague Sam Daniel, who's been tracking this story from Chennai very, very closely. Sam, first to you. You've spoken to all the makers, you've spoken to a wide section of people in Chennai. What's the sense you're getting given the kind of response Kamal Haasan's got from the Karnataka High Court? Are they planning to continue their legal battle for this, or are they planning to try and douse the fire and sort the issue over the next few days?
Both options, Viraraghav. Kamal Haasan, we understand, is busy holding talks. His priority, they say, is now to release the film in other parts around the world and across India. And then after the release, to hold talks with the Karnataka Chamber of Commerce to explore possibilities of dousing this crisis. And he is firm at the moment. They say that he has not had any kind of malice towards Kannadigas or the Kannada language, nor did he speak with any such intention, but it was only out of love towards Shivraj Kumar, who was there as a guest from Karnataka, and nothing else. And mixed reactions coming from the industry. Some say it would have worked well if Kamal Haasan has apologized. Some say he stands his ground for a cause and they salute him. They say every time when freedom of expression comes under threat, they call it as fringe groups turn it into a law and order issue, and ultimately freedom of expression, be it creative license for artists or any such speeches in this, like in this case, that becomes a victim. But Kamal Haasan has chosen to take on, and even though the court made strong observations, he has decided to exercise his constitutional right, that's freedom of expression. And if things turn worse, they say, he is willing to forego that kind of a loss, which could be around 20 to 30 crore rupees. But all eyes would be on what happens behind the screens when he or his team hold talks with the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce after the release of this film. But politically, no response yet from the political parties here, because they are also treading cautiously. The M&M sources, they justify, they say Kamal Haasan has not spoken anything what they call as factually incorrect, and he will not be forced to bow down. But will things change? That's something we'll have to wait and watch. But the discussion on this will continue, whether he has taken the right decision or not.
Well, the discussion will continue, but Lata Srinivasan was right from the start. She said when the controversy started, he will not apologize. And Lata, you seem to have an inside track and you seem to know Kamal Haasan's mind very well. I'm going to ask you a very personal question. What made you so confident at the start of this controversy that there's no way Kamal Haasan's going to relent? Is it the personality of the person, or are there other considerations that you thought would make sure that he sticks to this stand?
Thanks, Veer Raghav, for that. I was, as you rightly said, I was very sure he'd never apologize. I think it's his personality more than anything else, because if you see the controversies he's had over the years and what he has dealt with, including what happened with Vishwarupam, where the movie did not release in Tamil Nadu when it had a global release, he refused to, bow down. The movie released late, in fact, in Tamil Nadu, if you're aware of that controversy. So I was very sure that, he would not apologize for this, because when he spoke on stage, it just seemed like he made a very disarming remark. It wasn't meant to, have been blown out of proportion so much, though it was factually incorrect. And it's very unfortunate that it snowballed so much. And he is somebody who I think doesn't take well to threats. So if you threaten him, I don't think he easily gives into it, which is why I felt he would not apologize for this. And in fact, the Tamil Nadu Producers Association has also now issued a letter, supporting him and requesting the Karnataka Film Association to allow the film to release. So people in Tamil Nadu, including the film fraternity, are in fact supporting him.
So you're saying that very quickly, Lata, this would mean that he's still an actor and a star and not a politician. A good politician would have learned to negate this issue, not let it get into a full-blown controversy, especially because he's going to the Rajya Sabha. Very briefly.
Yeah, absolutely, because he is first and foremost a star. The entertainment industry is where he grew up, literally. And I think that's the world he knows best. While he has been a politician over the last few years, at the end of the day, Kamal Haasan is at heart an artist. And I think, that's what comes first for him.
Okay. Right. Sam Daniel, you've been trying for a Kamal Haasan interview. Any luck on that?
At the moment, no, I don't think he's going to give that soon, but we'll keep pushing and trying, Raghav.
All right. I just also want to go across to my colleague Deepak Bopanna, who Deepak, in a sense, what transpired in the court, and I think it's important to just list out all that transpired in the court this afternoon.
Well, Veera, there have been a lot of important developments as far as the Kamal Haasan issue is concerned, especially in the Karnataka High Court. Now, there were two sessions in terms of the hearing that happened. One is the morning session, which predominantly was the Karnataka High Court saying, well, the option is pretty simple for Mr. Kamal Haasan. He has created this issue. Now he has come knocking at the doors of the Karnataka High Court to somewhere diffuse a situation which he is responsible for, and a simple apology could in fact resolve the entire situation. More importantly, if he is looking to screen the movie in Karnataka, earn money from here, then he has hurt the sentiments of the masses in the state of Karnataka. An apology would be befitting, is what the court really observed. Then, of course, time was given for the advocates to really discuss this. They did discuss it with Kamal Haasan, is what they officially said in court. And they said that the response that has been sent to the Karnataka Film Chamber, where he has mentioned various issues, including what exactly was said and his, sentiments for Kannada, for Shivraj Kumar and so on. He said that a particular letter was written in all sincerity and he didn't mean to offend anyone. But the film chamber is right now saying that there was no word sorry that was included in the letter. There was no outright apology, which of course was something that the pro-Kannada activists, several people from the government, political parties were all demanding. So right now it seems like somewhere the stalemate of sorts continues. The decision that has been taken by Kamal Haasan's team that has been communicated to the court is that they're not going to release the movie in Karnataka, so they don't need the protection anymore from the police. So it seems like at this point in time Kamal Haasan sticks to his stand that his statement does not warrant an apology. But the larger question that comes up is, does Kamal Haasan himself, only Kamal Haasan suffer losses because of the decision? Do other stakeholders as well suffer losses because he's not going to release this movie in Karnataka? Meanwhile, as far as political parties are concerned, they have been maintaining that they will abide by whatever the court says. The BJP, in fact, the former Chief Minister Yediyurappa as well said, Mr. Kamal Haasan will not become small if he actually apologizes to the people. We'll really have to see with all of these developments now that have taken place, what will really happen in terms of a reaction from Kamal Haasan, whether he'll actually reply, respond, apologize in the future, whether his movie will actually see the light of the day in Karnataka.
Well, all those who know him seem very clear that nothing is going to change. That's all we have time for on the Southern View this evening. News and updates continue right here on NDTV. Thanks for watching.